Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to Rakim out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, the title of this lesson is that the nations are jealous because we shine. Alright? The nations are jealous because we shine. And that is nothing new. The nations, the other nations, the heathen nations, they've always been jealous of us. They've always been jealous of us Israelites. You know? Because they see what we're able to do, and they see our spirit, you know, what we bring and what we offer, you know, and they know that they can't offer the same thing. You know, the scripture says that that this was the day that they looked for when we were taken down. It said that this was the day that we looked for. This is the other nation speaking, that they couldn't wait to see us go down. You understand? They even started to mock and say, is this Zion who they call the perfection of beauty? Because in our perfect state, right? When we were with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, guess what? We were in our beauty. We were beautified, and the nations they were envious at that. They were envious. Okay, just like they're envious now. You know, a lot of the hatred that comes from these other nations, especially the Edomites. I want to specify, especially the Edomites, comes from a place of jealousy. Okay, the hate that these Edomites have for you comes from a place of jealousy. When we go back to Cain, why did Cain kill Abel? Because his works were righteous and his own was evil. That's why the scriptures say that he put Abel to death. It was a thing of envy. He saw that the Most High accepted Abel. Okay? And guess what? He probably saw Abel's spirit being more excellent than his own before that. Because when these Edomites look at you, Jakes, it's a spiritual thing. They see something that you, Jakes, don't even see in yourself. You, Jakes, don't even value yourself. But guess what? These nations, deep down, they know that you're superior. You have superior elements about you that they cannot mimic. Okay, anything we get into as Israelites, we dominate. Basketball used to be all so-called white boys at one point. Now look at it, right? And the game was boring, super boring, right? Very boring. As soon as Jake got into it and put his spirit into it, now basketball is very, very entertaining. They have a multitude of new moves and things like that. And based upon Jake's skill set, they had to actually create new rules in the game, right? Not just basketball. You got football. You got soccer, tennis. Who made tennis pop? Serena and Venus Williams. It wasn't even the men. It was Serena and Venus Williams. Okay, it was Israelite women that made tennis pop, and then the Israelite man made all those other sports pop. Right? Golf. Who made golf exciting? Tiger Woods. You know, and when you watch his older videos, he speaks about how he was catching a lot of hate by those Edomites. You know, when he was a child playing this, they were saying you don't belong here and so on and so forth. Why do you think they didn't want him to belong there? Because they didn't want him to take over the sport. They didn't want Jake in general to take over their sport. Because whatever Jake gets into and really gets into it, they dominate. Okay? This is why Esau always had to suppress you. Okay? They consult Psalm 62 and 8. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency, right? And excellency means like your high position. Okay? They always wanted to cast you jakes down from your high position and to bring you on a lower level than them. The reason why they destroyed all those black, affluent black neighborhoods and so on and so forth was not because, they felt like they were going to attack the so-called white people surrounding them. No. The reason why was based upon jealousy. Okay, there's even a statement that someone said, I believe it was when they took over, I'm not sure if it was Rosewood or if it was the actual Tulsa, Oklahoma, but either or, that when they started to raid and loot the houses, they said, this nigga got a piano. I don't got a piano. This nigga got a piano. What do you call that? You call that jealousy. You call that envy. You call that jealousy. All right? And that's where it all stems from. It stems from because you jakes, because they see you shining. They can see you shining. That's why they want to keep you. That's why they always tell their women, you stay away from those guys. Yeah, it's also because Jake is a degenerate. All right? It's also because Jake is a degenerate, but they love Jake in that state. They love Jake to be that makes Esau's heart warm inside to see a degenerate Jake. And you think they want to see Jake to be have a ruling class mentality and to move in that type of way as a highborn, as a man of a person of nobility? Do you think they want Jake to be like that? No, they do not. Okay, no, they do not. Now, well, look at what they're doing in Chicago. Esau loves what they're doing in Chicago. Esau loves that. Don't let Esau fool you, man. Esau loves what they're doing in Chicago, man. He loves the fact that Jake is killing themselves, man. He loves that. Because then he has something to point to. Right? Then he can justify his hatred. But if none of those things were happening, right? If none of those things were happening and you jakes were doing any of the things that Esau accuses you of doing, right? Guess what? Esau would still have hatred for you. And he would probably have a lot more hatred. His hatred would probably be increased. Okay? Why? Because it's all based upon jealousy. Goddamn traffic. It's all based upon jealousy, man. All right? The reason these Edomites, the main reason they hate you is because they envy you, man. They envy you. All right? The Lord said that what? Jacob is the former of all things. Okay? His portion is not like them. What does it mean his portion is not like them? His portion is not like the heathen. We are not like the heathen nations. We are totally different. The Lord said that we are a holy people. We are separate from these other nations. So they see that. They can see that. They can sense that. They can feel that. So Esau is not jealous of a Hamite. He's not jealous of a Hamite. Okay? He's not jealous of an Ethiopian. Okay? He's not jealous of a Mongolian or a Chinese person. Okay? Or Arab person. He's not jealous of an Arab. So-called Arab, an Ishmaelite. He's not jealous of them. He's jealous of you jakes. He has an envy for you jakes. Yes, he envies other nations, what they have, but he really envies you jakes in your spirit, Going to that movie Get Out, that showed that Esau, Esau was always, he always wanted, what Jake had. Speaking of his spirit, okay? Which he can't get it. You can't get it. The blessing came to us, and Esau's just gonna have to accept that. Okay? You can't reverse that, man. You can't reverse that. All right? All right? And you jakes, and Jake looks at themselves. You know what Jake looks at? Jake looks at the negative things of himself. They look at all the negative. The negative is amplified, and that's what the demons do. The demons amplify the negative in somebody. Okay, negativity. Okay, let's say you have a I don't know, a mole that you don't like on your body, you know, your whole man, I hate this mole. I hate all this mole that I have on me. I hate this mole, right? God damn this mole. I would be beautiful only if I didn't have this mole on me, right? Right? That's how the demons operate. They make you focus on the negativity. But while you're focused on that, the Edomites in these other nations, they're looking at, oh man, look at his build, look at his muscular structure, look at his jawline, look at his eye, look at his eyes, look at his whatever, look at the way he talks, look at the way he walks. I wish I could walk like that. This is how the nations are looking at you, while you're focused on that mole, while you're focused on stretch marks, or your eyebrows are crooked, while you're focused on your hair is not I don't know, bro, your hair is, I don't know, out of place or whatever. Okay, I'm just giving, or you have a receding hairline or whatever. The other nations are focused on the good aspects of you because they envy the good aspects of you that they can't get. Right? The demons make you focus on that and on those negative things. All right? Even when it goes down, even the Edomite woman, I'm going to say this, even the Edomite woman is envious of you Israelite women. Okay? The Edomite woman is envious of you Israelite women. Okay? Right? But a lot of you are in such a state that they just despise you because, it's justified in the way you act, in the way you carry yourself, and the way you dress, and so it's justified for them to despise you. Just like a Jake sagging his pants and acting a buffoon, right, with tattoos on his face. Well, it's justified for these Edomites to despise you. Okay, and they love you. They love the so-called black woman in the state of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. They love that. Lizzo, they love you in that state. They love to see you in that state. I'm speaking about the so-called white woman right now. They love to see you in that state. Because you know what? If you were in a state of being a real woman, okay, like in the ancient world, how you used to be, they would envy you. The same way the Edomite man envies Jake. Okay? So when they do see a Israelite woman, let's say a beautiful Israelite woman, whatever, and she's feminine and all that too, on top of it, you know what? They do envy you. They envy you and they hate you because of the envy. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I know. I've seen it with my own eyes. I haven't just seen it with the Jake men. I've also seen it with the women. You see, but the black woman, she doesn't see that because she's focused on the negative things, right? He's focused on the negative. Okay? First of all, them Edomites, yeah, of course, there's a lot of good-looking Edomites out there, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Montreal. I keep telling you, brothers, Montreal is a different place when it comes to these Edomites. They're a different breed, brother. Trust me. But I'm saying this. Lips can make or break somebody, man. Like, if the Edomite woman with no lips, like, her looks are done. She has no looks. If you have no lips, you have no looks. Okay? That's why when you look at a picture of Kylie Jenner, all right? Right? When you look at a picture of Kylie Jenner, before she had the surgery, she's ugly as hell. And after the surgery, she looks attractive. Because those lips are important. But they'll make fun of the lips. The big lips, this and that. And they'll ridicule the lips. But at the same time, they envy the lips and they want the lips. You see the witchcraft? You see the witchcraft of these Edomites? This is how Esau operates. This is how Esau operates, bro. He'll make fun of you. He'll insult you. He'll make it seem like it's disgusting. It's the worst thing going. But then at the same time, he envies it and he wants it. Yo, it's a trip. And to be honest, me, growing up, I always was attracted to the so-called black woman with those big lips. Okay, I'm talking about the little mole type lips. I was attracted. That was super attractive to me. It was not just me. It's not like it was an anomaly. That's just an attractive thing. Okay? It's just an attractive thing, okay? To have a nice, big, juicy lips. All right? But guess what? They don't see that. They don't see that. Okay? If you ask a so-called black one of lips, I wish my lips were thinner. Why? Because she's all indoctrinated with Esau's philosophies, man. And you can't help them. You can't help. They're gonna have to be reset, man. The Lord's gonna have to destroy them, and they're gonna have to be reset. Their mind is all messed up. They're the second in command enemy to us under the so-called white man. The next is the so-called black one. All right. But anyways, I'm just giving you some examples of the fact that these Esau envies particular traits of you Jakes that you don't even see in yourself. You don't even see it in yourself. I know Jakes that were just naturally muscular. I mean Jakes, they have a body as if someone who's been in bodybuilding. You know what I mean? Their whole life. They have a body like that naturally, without lifting a weight. You understand what I'm saying? In high school. You know? And those same individuals will be insecure. Yo, God, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy, and that's how this society is. That's what the society breeds. It breeds insecurity, especially in Jake. Yo, what's going on with this guy? What's this guy's problem, bro? What's this guy's problem? Like, you serious? But anyways, it breeds insecurity in Jake. You know what I mean? It breeds insecurity in Jake. But that, you know, and the things that you're not looking at, Esau is watching you. Okay, he's looking at you. Like what was I? I was thinking of something. I was thinking of something there. Oh, Mordecai. When you deal with Mordecai, right? He was trying to get Haman was trying to get Mordecai put to death because Mordecai didn't bow down. All right. Guess what? Haman actually envied. There was some envy there too. Okay, because guess what? Jake has something that Esau does not have. All right, so he's envious at that, right? And another thing, the nations, because I think Mordecai mentioned, oh, this is a people. Yeah, he did mention it. This is a people who do not listen to kings, or, you know, basically he tried to paint Israelites out as troublemakers, how they basically do their own thing, and the nations didn't like the fact that we were like that. Because they weren't like that. When someone came into power, these nations just fell in line. You see what I'm saying? But Jake was always completely rebellious because we stuck to our power, our God, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai was with us to keep our customs and things of that nature. Okay? Up until this last, pretty much up until this last captivity. Okay? And those nations, they were mad at that. That's why they were trying to upset the building when we were building under Zerubbabel. Okay? They tried to frustrate the building after, when we said, listen, you have nothing to do to build into our power. They tried to frustrate it. Why did they try to frustrate it? Because they were jealous. Okay? That's what I'm saying. The hate goes back, this really goes back to jealousy. When you see an Edomite looking at you with sometimes you'll just be somewhere and then you'll see a Edomite just looking at you with glaring at you. Like you just turn around, you see an Edomite just glaring at you, you know, or even another nation, you'll see them just glaring at you, right? That glare is all envy. That's all envy. You didn't do it. It's not because you did something to them. You didn't have sex with his daughter, and like that has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that it's the envy that they have of you. That's all it is. It's the envy. Okay, and when you know that, that should comfort you, and it should make you where when you see an Edomite do that, yeah, you kind of smirk, you know, like, yeah, devil, I know you wish you could be us, I know you wish you could be me, man, you know, but you can't. Okay, it makes you walk around with that kind of mindset, man, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking like that because we are above these other nations. Okay, we are above these other nations. All right, and you Jakes got to start getting that into your head, man. This low self-esteem shit. All right, brothers got to get that out of their mindset, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All of these women want Jake. All these women deep down, a lot of them is just fighting it. There's certain women, okay, they won't date Jakes, but really it's they're fighting their nature because according to their culture, it's a shame to deal with Jake. Okay? And one thing women don't want, they don't want to be ostracized, so to speak. They don't want to be ostracized. They deal with community. So them women that risk it all and risk their family and their, you know, the people from hate, their own people casting them off to deal with Jake, that should show you. And Jake, and this is in our low state, that should show you the desire that they have for Jake. Don't let them fool you, man. I was just at the gym just before, man. This one Edomite was acting prissy. You know, I was doing a particular workout. You know, she acting like she you know, like a valley girl type shit. And I was doing this particular workout, like the hip thrust and shit. I wasn't trying to, you know, but you know, that kind of has a look to it, you know. But you know, these women, they're freaks, so they'll see Jake moving that way, and they'll be thinking about something else. They're not thinking about working the glutes. They're thinking about something else. Okay? Right? So, hey, so I was doing that, and then I just catch her, and then I just catch her staring at me in the mirror. But if I turn to look, she's gonna be looking like, you know, like, nah, I would never. But while I'm looking in the mirror, she's watching me from the back. These are the things that happen. These are the things that go on, man. And it happens to you brothers too. And you brothers just don't notice it. Okay? It's not all about the height, the looks and all this and that, the money. It's not all about that. Sometimes it's just the way you walk. All right? These people are fascinated. The Lord said we are a peculiar people, man. They're fascinated by Jake. Okay, they're fascinated by Jake, man. So anyways, man, you know, I just wanted to say that, bro. That's just something I was thinking about. The fact that these nations are they're hating on Jake. They're jealous of Jake, and that translates to hate. Okay, they're jealous of Jake, and it translates to straight up hate. Okay, but it makes sense. It makes sense for them to be jealous of us because we're better than them. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.